A few months ago, we released a video on this channel, 20 fun facts about Grove Street family in GTA V and GTA San Andreas. It received some really awesome feedback and I actually enjoyed making that video too. So today, I'm bringing you 20 fun facts about the Ballas in both GTA V and GTA San Andreas as well. This kind of video does take some effort to make, but it's totally worth it. I really hope you guys enjoy this style of video. If you're not subscribed to the channel already, please do so now. And for those who are familiar with the channel, don't forget to hit that like button. Of course, I can't forget to give a huge thanks to everyone who supports the channel through donations. It's not an obligation for anyone, but I'm truly grateful for the support. So without further ado, let's get started. In the 3D era, the Ballas appeared in the GTA series as the main antagonist to the Grove Street family gang. They are mentioned by CJ in the game's intro and appear in the first mission, Switch and Candle. From that point on, they control most of Los Santos, in territories like East Los Santos, Willowfield, Jefferson, Gleam Park, Idlewood, and Ocean Docks. They also have agreements with the second largest gang in the game, the Los Santos Vagos, who are also enemies of the Grove Street and the Los Aztecas. The Ballas have been around since the 1970s. Specific information on where or how they formed is unknown. However, it's very likely that the Ballas evolved from territories like Gleam Park or Jefferson, since Idlewood and possibly Willowfield were controlled by the Grove Street family before 1987, and the area of East Los Santos was split between the Grove Street family and the Vagos before 1992. Just like the Grove Street, the Ballas are made up of only African American men, but in this case, instead of wearing green clothes, they wear purple and white to identify themselves. The Ballas originally looked different in the beta version of GTA San Andreas. 3 other Ballas skins can be seen in the video The Introduction, but I can't show the scenes in this video or it might get limited monetization or be completely demonetized. However, you can just search on YouTube for The Introduction GTA San Andreas. You'll see all the different skins and can compare the beta version to the final GTA San Andreas version. In GTA V, the Ballas are supporters of the PNC Los Santos basketball team and also the Bars baseball club, with their purple outfits matching the team's colors. Besides the different skins, the Ballas originally had another name. They were called Flats in GTA San Andreas. It's unclear why Rockstar changed this, but you can discover this by accessing some game files. This is similar to what happened with the Grove Street families. They were originally called Orange Grove families, which would have made the families use orange instead of green. If you didn't know this, I recommend watching the video 20 fun facts about Grove Street. The link will be in a card or pinned comment once this video is over. One reason the Ballas is so strong at the game's start is that, unlike Grove Street, they maintain their income through drug production and trafficking. This is in addition to all the criminal activities that Grove Street also engages in, like robbery and arms trafficking. This gives the Ballas a significant financial advantage and temporarily makes them superior to the families in terms of monetary gain. Like the family's gang, the Ballas are also divided by territories. In GTA San Andreas, we have the Front Yard Ballas, Killer Tray Ballas, Rolling Heights Ballas, and Temple Drive Ballas. In GTA V, the Ballas control almost the entire community of Davis. The Grove Street cul-de-sac is a particularly strong hotspot for their activity, as well as Davis Avenue, Brogue Avenue, and Covenant Avenue in the neighborhood. The Ballas also have a strong business growing or packaging goods, set up in an abandoned lumber mill southwest of Palito Bay, the one we see in the Mission Lamar in Danger. This makes me think that the Ballas may actually be the strongest gang in GTA V, at least in terms of territory. In GTA V, they are South Rancho Ballas, East Side Ballas, and finally Original Bugs Covenant. From what I've seen in the game, this is the largest Ballas division in GTA V. According to some theories, one of the Ballas' strategies for taking down Grove Street was to sell drugs to Grove members at a very low price to get them addicted. This way they wouldn't be fit to fight, or addicted members could become their slaves later on, which is what we end up seeing in GTA San Andreas.
CJ, the fuck you want? Get the fuck out of here.
Wait, hold up, man. What happened to For Life, nigga?
The only thing that matters is the hood, homie. But you'll never understand what getting this money is like. You know what, man? Get the fuck out of here before you be laying on your back. Big Bear, come check this fool.
Hey, Bear? Big Beard, that's you? Hey, you still from the hood, homie, or
Nah,
what?
the only thing Bear give a fuck about is smoking and keeping my house clean. Ain't that right, Big Bear?
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, what?
Hell yeah, sir.
Now go make that motherfucking toilet spark.
No, man.
Man. Beard, come on.
Everyone likes to party sometimes, CJ. I'll see you around.
Clearly in GTA San Andreas, one thing that really weakened Grove Street was drug addiction, but I don't remember seeing any hint that the drugs were sold cheaper to them. So I think the idea of selling drugs cheaper is just a theory. Now let's talk about the Ballas cars. Though they're seen driving cars like the Voodoo in some missions, the Ballas only have two gang cars, the Tahoma and the Majestic. The Tahoma is a lowrider and sometimes it comes with hydraulics. The Ballas prefer to use the Tahoma for shootouts because it's a 4-door. The Majestic car, however, is a 2-door car in the catalyzed mission. They also drive a Greenwood, which is a Grove Street family car, and during the Los Sepulcros mission, they use the Greenwood again on another occasion. The Ballas use a Green Saber to assassinate Beverly Johnson's CJs Mom in a shootout. I think the Ballas used cars like the Green Saber, Voodoo and Greenwood in certain missions clearly to blend in and not attract attention. I'll talk more about that later in another topic in the initial video before GTA San Andreas, the introduction. There's a scene where the Ballas gang members are in an alley near Grove Street smoking pot, discussing the weakening of Grove Street and saying that the Ballas will become the biggest gang in Los Santos. One of them even pulls out a bag of drugs and says, "This stuff changes everyone, even the oldies want a piece of that." These members appear to have different facial features while they're dressed very similar to the Ballas, suggesting they were beta skins of the Ballas in GTA San Andreas. In the Japanese version of the game, the Ballas aren't just seen in territory controls like we see, they also run local businesses throughout the state. Some missions were even rewritten to make the enemies the player ends up killing be part of the Ballas or somehow connected to the Ballas. For example, the construction workers in the deconstruction mission are affiliated with the Ballas in the Japanese version. I thought that was really cool and I'm gonna try to download that version to see how deep this connection goes. The rivalry between the Ballas and Grove Street families is based on the rivalry between real Los Angeles gangs, the Bloods and Crips. In reality, violence peaked in Los Angeles in the early 90s, largely due to the crack epidemic, which is essentially what the GTA San Andreas story is about now. Let's get back to that issue with the cars where the Ballas had to disguise themselves in some missions. Here's an interesting fact. Sometimes a pedestrian drives a car that should belong to the Ballas. Even when this pedestrian is just driving normally, Grove Street members might shoot at your car until it blows up. This happens because Grove Street will fire at any Tahoma or Majestic that passes in their territory because the gang will end up mistaking the pedestrian for a Balla. Even if it's a regular pedestrian driving these cars. After the Green Saber mission, the Ballas take over all the territories of the Grove Street families, making them temporarily the strongest gang in the game, and the Los Santos Vagos end up taking over all territories of the Aztecas. If you're the kind of person who didn't take back all Grove Street territories after returning to Los Santos, all territories of Grove Street are yours then. In your saved game, the Ballas are shown to be the strongest gang ever. For some odd reason, they are surprisingly neutral towards CJ when he is doing pimping missions. Even though the Ballas are usually enemies of CJ, they won't shoot at your car or chase after you if you're on these missions. It's unclear why they remain neutral towards the player. During these, it's possible that this is to ease the difficulty of the pimping missions, as this also occurs when you pass by the Vagos. They also won't attack you the same way the Ballas won't. The Ballas are rivals of the Grove Street family and also the Aztecas, but that's nothing compared to their alliances. They are a well-structured gang in the storyline, having alliances with Los Santos Vagos, San Fierro Rifa, Locos Syndicate. They even have an alliance with the Russian Mafia for weaponry, and the Ballas are sort of allies with the Crash. Likely because they are making a lot of drug money at this time, they can bribe the cops and kinda make them allies. Something that few people know is that the Ballas didn't intend on killing CJ's mom. The Ballas tried to assassinate the Grove Street leader Sweet in 1992 before the main story begins. In an attempt to seize control of Grove Street, they covertly used a green saber and unloaded a round of bullets at the Johnsons' house, but instead of killing Sweet, the Ballas ended up killing his mom, and that's what brings CJ back to Grove. If the Ballas had been successful in this mission, it's highly probable that the families would have died there. Given that CJ eventually provides a lot of help to the gang, more so out of pressure from Sweet than choice, and without Sweet no one would be able to pressure CJ to revive the gang. The Ballas are the targets of Trevor's killing spree in GTA V. In one of the side missions, Trevor's massacre against the Ballas takes place in the territory of the families, which would be like taking over the Ballas territory, or as close to territory capture within GTA V as we can get. The requirements to get 100% gold on this mission are to kill 50 enemies, make 6 headshots, and destroy 2 Ballas vehicles, which are pretty fun tasks to accomplish. In GTA V, they usually don't attack if the player passes or crosses their territory. However, if you interact with them a few times, or if you fire a weapon in their territory, they will start giving you dirty looks and staring at you. Also, if you stop near them and just kind of stare, they'll become hostile and start shooting or stabbing or even punching the player. As soon as they start attacking, the Ballas dogs will also start attacking you, especially if you're playing as Franklin, since Franklin is a part of families and the Ballas NPCs in the game recognize this. The Ballas are one of the 5 gangs from the 3D universe to reappear in the HD universe. The other gangs that transition from the 3D to the HD universe are the Russian Mafia, the families, Los Santos Vagos, and the Aztecas. According to GTA Online, the Ballas have attained such a level of control over the city of Los Santos that they are not just involved in local business, they even conduct business with foreign nations, now possessing helicopters, making them the most powerful gang in my opinion in the city's history. It's true that the Vagos have also grown significantly in GTA V, particularly in GTA Online, but I think the Ballas are bigger in terms of both territory and member count. Lastly, I wanted to share something I came across on the internet. I won't add it to the fun facts since I've already shared 20. It would be number 21, but since I'm not entirely sure about it, I'll just present it as a theory. It's said by many people that Balla NPCs in GTA V mention Big Smoke occasionally or in specific dialogues, which would obviously be because Big Smoke gained notoriety for betraying the females and joining forces with the Ballas. I know the universes are different, but a reference to Big Smoke by the NPCs would add a unique charm to their dialogues. I scoured the internet for this dialogue in all possible languages and I found nothing. So if anyone has come across this dialogue about Big Smoke, please comment below so I know it's real or official. And if you have a video or audio recording where they say this, that would be even better. That's all for the video today, folks. Hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to watch 20 fun facts about Grove Street families if you haven't already. If you have, jump right into the GTA V iceberg video, which is super cool on this channel. That's all for now, guys. Until the next video, catch you later.